One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling.
No introduction really necessary. Get the message like a secretary. Boy, I'm legendary. When I'm dead and buried, still be kicking flavor in the cemetery. Trap music originator. Fresh off of my hiatus. Yelling you to all my haters. They skywalk, I'm Darth Vader. Promise I don't give a about them. Let them out anywhere till a million need out of them. Yup, like in the Kango Anna. New Cadillac with an all-go hammer. Long as I remember out of Atlanta. I can give a about a dog. Used to getting things from a text. Hard counter setting numbers in the hood. Do what I say do. Tell break bread, a fake dead, a bit to hate that. 50 million, you die to make that middle. You vote for Trump, you see me outside, well, you know what's up. I ain't hearing no peace talk, ain't funny, no hee-haw. Like a Black Panther week to the teeth, trapping week. Swear to God, I could have been Freddie Gray. Or Mike Brown getting down with a homie and a half a blame me by Sandra Bland. Listen, boy, you're challenging with the running man. I was challenging with a hand. What you see before you, what they didn't tell you from nothing, man. Grand hustle over everything. And hit the king like an 18-wheeler in and out of air lane.
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll get this one up to the 26. There to make the tackle, Samson Abuka.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
You gotta hurry,
On second down, Johnson looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Tyus Bowser.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one,
and he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Ndamukong Suh in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And it's fielded at the 34. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And incomplete to open things up.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
DC. Start left here.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun. Goff. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. 23 yards on the play. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
On 1st down, it's gone. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's just been an aerial attack all the way downfield, and they're putting it to the defense in a big way right now. What do you think, partner? Do you now run the football? Because they're in a pretty good spot already, the outer edges of the field goal.
But, like you always tell me, you're still far enough away from the end zone that a pass could be a good option here, too.
You know, we always talk about running the ball until people take it away from you. I don't see any reason to stop throwing it until they take it away from you as well.
Well, the early returns here on the opening drive, though, solid. Gurley again here on 1st down. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Hard ball.
To throw on 2nd down is gone. Completes it to Moncrief, left side. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now Goff. He finds Beckham complete. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Big completion there on 3rd and short. Keeps their opening drive alive.
Not only alive, but plenty of possibilities now. 1st and goal, and you know me. I'm a big advocate. If you're going to throw the ball, throw it early in the down and distance count.
Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. Todd Gurley standing by as lonesome in the backfield here. 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, here's Goff. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Dante Moncrief, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Cardinals. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now a play fake here on first down. Underneath for Johnson. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. As David Johnson works his way back from the wrist injury, what are the hesitations, the cautions for him?
Well, number one, you want to make sure he's got full strength in the wrist because he's going to carry the football an awful lot, so ball security is important. And you definitely want to make sure there's flexibility there because he's been such a great pass catcher in the past. You want to make sure he gets back to being able to do that as well.
To throw, Bradford. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. LaMarcus Joyner. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Second down, Bradford. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And all the way down to the 26. Bradford finding Fitzgerald for a big play. 41 yards. And an update from a game going on out in Denver. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Gotta hurry.
Now Bradford on second down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Tyus Bowser with a pick. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
5. Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Shell.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Chandler Jones in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Third and long. It's gone. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
He'll buy some time right. Caught right side, Gresham. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good run of steam going.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They stay on the ground off first with Johnson. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. It didn't happen on that play.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. The tackle there by Mark Barron.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Bradford from the gun on 3rd down. Dancing to his left. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They'll let it go deep for Beckham. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for L.A. 42 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
And he gets it down to the 32. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
76.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive going right here.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first and goal, Gurley. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Another shot from the one on second and goal. They come out here in the eye.
Value three.
They get it to him running left. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, his second touchdown on the season. And the Rams add on to their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then it's to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Here we go, 5-5. Monday.
Off the play fake. Bradford forced out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. The Rams go nickel here defensively on third. Working out of the gun, Bradford. He may try and run for this. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They start the drive on the ground with Hill. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Jamar Taylor will be credited with a tackle.
Super 66.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Super!
Off play action. Here's Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Bradford now after the fumble recovery. And out of bounds right around the 20. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it a second down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a Turkey Bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. First down, Bradford. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. So we come upon halftime here in Southern California with the Rams on top as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. Marshall now, the return. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. They've gone to the second quarter now in Denver. It's the Raiders with the early lead over the Broncos. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at the 34.
Four now. Al, look up. We're good. We're good.
The third quarter starts with a run by Gurley. Room here to run. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key to left tackle.
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble.
Now it's Goff off the bootleg. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Here we go, bros. Here we go.
Goff on first down. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now, It's a credit to him.
And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Tyus Bowser able to drop him for a loss of 4.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Bradford to throw it. Flushed out right. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. Here's Brad Nortman now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Yeah, still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, here's Goff. Dumps it off to Gurley. And now running right through it. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On the counter, Gurley. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. Down to about the 22 here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Here we go, fellas, here we go, here we go. Hey, 76. Merlin.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And it's 3rd and short. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Super 66. Super 66. Super 1.
Goff on 3rd down. And that one's complete to Gurley. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4th.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now a second down throw for Bradford. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. On third down, Bradford. Now a hit, and the ball comes out. Bradford's lost it, and the Rams have got it back. He tried to buy some time to the right. So, Charles, when a guy gets out of the pocket, what's the focus of the quarterback?
Most of them keep their eyes downfield. They want to try and make a play throwing the ball. Some of them, they want to tuck it and go. But when they scramble, in this case, as you said, to the right, you're cutting the field in half. So good defenses kind of converge in that spot, and they don't give you much territory to throw the ball. He had nowhere to go with it. Ends up getting the ball stripped.
And he's got it. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. A shotgun snap for Goff. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Odell Beckham, his second touchdown on the season. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is now 24. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it. So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Looking to throw on second down. Bradford, screen play, Johnson. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's third down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Tyus Bowser with a pick. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. 12.
After the interception, here's Goff. Looking for Moncrief, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Ray Malaluga. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Again, it's Johnson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Now Bradford. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the 1st.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football. But they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
That's Gurley. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And some room to work. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Hill. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They'll try the air now with Gold. It finds his target, Beckham. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Going for the deep ball. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to the ground game here. Gurley. And some room to run now. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
His throw incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
I think someone's going to get into QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the second person in his ear, because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. So they'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. And Ndamukong Suh in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Bradford on 2nd down. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. From the shotgun, it's Bradford. And the pressure gets to Bradford, and down he goes. Dominic Easley in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game, because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Here's Brad Nordman now, standing just about on his own goal line. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because Every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Here we go.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Twos.
Here's Goff. He finds Beckham complete. 7 yards on the quick slant and a 1st down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. The storyline of this one, Charles, no doubt the number